topics, so you guys should totally go and check out my previous videos. Subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of content. But today I am going to be talking all about beauty. It's a huge topic, so there's no way I can cover all of it. But I just wanted to chat with you guys about the value our society puts in beauty and how beauty isn't everything. Number one thing that I want to say, a lot of these ideas that I'm going to be talking about came from me reading the book by Tiffany Dawn called The Insatiable Quest for Beauty. And I feel like it is just such a good book. I think every young lady should read it. I think all women should read it, no matter your age. It was just so eye-opening for me to see, even though I didn't necessarily struggle with my outward appearance as much, I didn't think I did. When I read this book, it sort of opened up my eyes to areas in my life that I value beauty way too much, either in others or in myself. But it was just such an eye-opening book. And in this book, Tiffany Dawn goes all into the struggle she had with her outward appearance, the eating disorder that she had, just all sorts of things. She opens up about it, and she just has such a great and fresh perspective on it. And also, a cool thing about Tiffany Dawn is, if you guys don't know who she is, she also has a YouTube channel on her, so I will link her YouTube channel down below. Super cool stuff on her channel. I enjoy it all the time. I'm just going to be talking about some ideas that I found in the book, and then some ideas that just kind of like I started thinking about once I read the book. Our society places beauty on such a high level. A lot of times we confuse beauty as a culture with being the same as being happy, being successful, being valued. And actually it's interesting to look into the science of this too as well. So it's interesting to see how we confuse those things. That's sad that our culture puts beauty on such a high level. And not only that, not only confusing beauty with happiness, we also place so much worth in beauty. And then on top of that, beauty standards are constantly changing. So you fit one beauty standard finally, and then you have to go change yourself to fit the other beauty standard. And just so much is based on our outward appearance. And this is for girls and guys as well. I feel like a lot of times we say that only girls are affected by this, but in our culture, what's really sad is that we have started to objectify men as well. And so it's for both sides. It's, you know, these beauty standards, or I don't know, for guys, handsome standards, whatever you want to call it, that are impossible to achieve. You know, Photoshop. The models themselves don't look like they look in the picture, so it's crazy. These beauty standards that are way too high, and then our values found in these beauty standards, and they're always changing. So like, what do we do in this world where beauty is just like put on such a high level? And I know to some extent, we know that we're not supposed to believe in those lies, but it's so hard. It's so hard not to like not even believe those lies in the back of your mind. I mean, just think about it. Just be honest with yourself, because I've had to be honest with myself with this subject as well. Have you ever seen someone who is maybe less than attractive, as society would define attractiveness, and you have thought less of them immediately? You know, like the human mind, I've read this, and once again, I don't know how true this is. Your first impression is made in the first 7 seconds. So what you think about someone is made in the first 7 seconds. And so much of that, I mean, like 7 seconds, you don't even get to talk to the person that much. Most of that is based on outward appearance. And that's sad, guys, that's sad. I just want to talk about this subject to encourage you guys, like, beauty's not everything. I think it's fine to like dress up and wear makeup and feel beautiful, like I think that's fine, but I think it's also important to know that it's not the most important thing in life. And a lot of times what Christians will do is they'll say that beauty is not the most important thing, inward beauty is the most important thing. But then, you know, we're still talking about beauty, we're still saying that beauty is the thing that is valued. Or in that sense, like if we're trying to talk about inward beauty, then why don't we talk about like serving others and being kind and having a heart towards God? Like, instead of defining that as like beauty, like tying this word beauty to it, why don't we just say it like it is? You know, it's serving God. Like, that's the most important thing, instead of saying inward beauty is the most important thing. And then a lot of times what the world will also say, because then we have, you know, like all these flawed problems of saying that beauty is value, they will say that, well, everyone is beautiful. So it's so contradictory. You know, we have these crazy standards of beauty, and then we say that everyone is beautiful, and it just doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to say this in an offensive way at all, but I've heard people say that everyone is beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and for every person in this earth, you know, there's someone that thinks that they are beautiful on the outside. And honestly, I don't think that has to be true. Because the thing is, like, I don't think that that person has to be beautiful to be valued. I don't think that that's the most important thing about that person. For instance, we don't find value in if you can whistle or not. So if our culture was all about if you can whistle or not, then it would be quite odd if we would say that everyone can whistle. Because that's just not true. I can't whistle. That's such a I just made made that up, like sitting here. We don't have to like make up lies to get ourselves out of this problem that beauty equals value. We just have to understand that beauty does not equal value, and that doesn't mean that, and you know, everyone is not going to be considered physically attractive, and that's not the most important thing, and that doesn't mean that they're a bad person or they have less value or anything like that. But I just wanted to say, like, encourage you guys, don't find your value in your beauty, and don't find other people's value in their beauty, because that is just so superficial. The standards of beauty are always changing, and don't make yourself fit the mold of what our society considers as beautiful for just a couple of years, and then it goes and changes. That's just kind of all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to pour out my heart and talk about this. I know it was super mushy, it was just all over the place. But if you guys want more organized thoughts about this, definitely go read Tiffany Dawn's book on the insatiable quest for beauty. I just love the title, Insatiable Quest for Beauty. I'll be honest, I did not think I was chasing beauty until I read the book. I did not think that I had a flawed idea of beauty and of value and all that. But when I read the book, it opened up my eyes to a lot of areas of my life where I struggled in that. And so I hope it helps you guys. Go check out her channel. I'll leave it in the link down below. And also comment maybe if you relate to any of the things in this video that I talked about. I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys next week. And thanks for watching.